Board of County Commissioners meeting here this afternoon. On our agenda, we have a public hearing, and we'll have Kim read the public hearing in the minutes. Not the minutes, the public hearing and the notice. You read the notice for us.
Okay. Commissioner Supla,
Here.
Commissioner Lambert,
Here.
Commissioner Tell,
Present.
Administrator Bruner,
Here.
Attorney Baxter is absent, and Kim Purcell, Montezuma County Clerk and Recorder. Notice is hereby given that the Montezuma County Commissioners will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining an AR3-9 and AR10-34 rezoning request and sketch plan for a proposed two-lot minor subdivision on property owned by Kim Lipe, located at 38801 Highway 184, Mancos, Colorado, consisting of 38.27 acres, more or less, situated north of Highway 184, west of Road 39.2, located in Section 13, Township 36 North, Range 14 West, NMPM. The hearing will be held Monday, August 8, 2016, 1:30 p.m. Commissioners Hearing Room, District Courthouse, 109 West Main, Cortez, Colorado. Interested persons may attend and give input. Information may be obtained from the Planning Office, Room 305, District Courthouse, Cortez, Colorado, or accessed online at http://montezumacounty.org, Web Departments Planning. You may also contact the Planning Department at 970-565-2801 with questions. This file can be inspected in the Planning Department during regular office hours. Dated this 22nd day of July, 2016. Kim Purcell, Clerk, Board of County Commissioners, Montezuma County, Colorado. Published in the Cortez Journal on Tuesday, July 26, 2016.
Thank you, Kim. We appreciate that. Leanne, can you let us know a little bit about this rezoning request and what the findings were from the Planning and Zoning Board?
Yes. This is an AR3-9 and AR10-34 rezoning request for a two-lot subdivision, which will section off. We're trying to get Dropbox up now. Section off Miss Lipe's current home. In the interim, I will give you and the remaining acreage would be sold to a private buyer. All the submittals that were required were submitted. We did have a little bit of an issue with water. She's right on the Mancos Rural Water and Montezuma Valley, Montezuma Water Company line. So had she had to go with Montezuma Water Company, she would have had to bore under the highway. So Mancos Water had a meeting and agreed to allow her to have another tap. So that really saved her a lot of pain and expense. It was reviewed by the Planning Commission on July 14th. There was a landowner present that was concerned about the location of the driveway. I wish there's another way I can get in here. Just give me just a second.
Planning Commission instead of me, Susie.
Is the proposed driveway this one that is showing on this map that you're showing us right here?
I believe so. Yeah, right there. So the existing driveway that goes into the property will be used to access both tracks, so there's not a new access being proposed, especially with how many accesses are already right there on that strip of highway. She would have had to get a new access permit, which would have been cumbersome as well. So that
Yeah, use that
upside
pointer
down?
and show
Yes.
us what you're.
I'm upside down? Yes. Well, like, wait a minute. Come on. And I think it's platted too on the next one. So this access that's right here, this one that's being used, is going to be the one that's used. If you go to the next slide, you can see it sections off. Okay, and we're upside down on that. Okay, what a hot mess. Okay, so this will be the section that's sectioned off with the house. And then the rest of the property will be accessed through an easement through the smaller tract that has the existing house on it. Go back up. Go back up, yeah. Just make it easier. So this subdivision here was concerned with an access going up here, like too close to, you know, their property lines. So that is not, it's not being platted that way, it will be accessed over here. So, which makes more sense too, because there's the easement for the water and power lines and existing utility easements that are there. It made sense to do it
Where
that
was
way.
the landowner that had concerns?
It was the Waltons, right here, I believe, is theirs.
No,
Are you down south?
she's over here, in this corner.
In this
She
one?
had the- she would
No, but
be-
there was a property owner here that was worried about, okay, Mrs. Walton was worried about, they were worried about, what further development could happen back in here that could affect them here on their property line. I believe at this point, I haven't got to read through your covenants, we just got them, but they're proposing to put a restriction that that property can't be further subdivided in the subdivision covenants, which would leave that open space, there.
Okay. Back to the one that had the road concerns.
Okay.
Where is her land?
That one was, yeah, that was her. She was just very brief. We just got done with our minutes, I apologize. But it was one of these two property owners here. We can go back and find it, but they just wanted to make sure that that road didn't follow that property line of that subdivision.
Oh, and right next to their property.
Yeah, right next to their property line. They didn't want traffic
And
going.
it won't.
It won't.
No.
It is, dual access right there.
Yeah.
And so they will go in and turn right into their property, right immediately there. Sorry, I didn't mean to speak over.
That's what, actually, and it's my fault, but could you guys come up and sit with us here?
Sorry, Leanne.
No, you're fine.
Oh, that-
Come on up.
Just feel
That
your
was my
thunder.
fault.
No, and
You
that,
know this place better than anybody else.
Hi, Kim Lipe.
Mm-hmm.
of course, the planning commission, answering the Wong's or their questions, basically said that we couldn't respond, what was gonna happen in the future. We could not say, or guarantee what's gonna happen 50 years from now. Depending on who has the property in the future, depending on the property owners, they could amend the covenants, they could, there's a lot of things that could be done that could change that. So, we were kind of forced to look at what's in front of us now, and let future planning commissions and commissioners look at those changes in the future. There's also a concern, we did talk about the requirement for signatures from all property owners, but I think, again, back to, I digress to you mitigating that through your covenants. Again, I'm gonna have John, just whenever we have covenants that aren't just the minimum but ask for more, I just have John give him a once-over to make sure that we're not out of bounds there. So the Planning Commission moved to approve the AR3-9 and AR10-34 rezoning requests and the sketch plan. The one contingency on that motion was the easement going through that first lot to access that second lot, that not being changed. And it was approved unanimously.
Commissioners, would you like any more discussion before I open it up to public comment?
I don't have anything.
Okay. At this time, we'll open it up to public comment. If there's anybody that would like to comment for or against, has any concerns about this proposed rezoning request, if you come up to the podium and state your name and address. All right, seeing none, we're going to close the portion of the public comment, and we're going to go back to the table. Do you have anything to add about this?
Not really. I may just want to for awareness, I guess, if anything, just let you know that it was surveyed off. Everything was great according to Hoyle, other than being that we're country folks. My brothers and of course the voids now, they were goffs back in the day. We probably got a little off kilter on the property lines, and I'm gonna make that good with the voids. It is, it's all good and fine, and we're gonna move the fences where they need to be. And that's back into my property. And so they have, it's all, and we're good with that. Just so you are aware of that. We're
They
good
will
with
gain
that.
property.
They will gain property, and so we're gonna just make that right now, so that in
Mhm.
future, there is no question.
Mhm.
So, just
All
so
right,
you're aware of that.
all right. Well, commissioners,
Okay. I don't
any
have anything to-
recommendations?
I'd go ahead and move that the AR3-9, AR10-34 rezoning request and sketch plan for a proposed two-lot minor subdivision on property owned by Kim Lipe, located at 38801 Highway 184, Mancus, be approved.
Second?
There's been a motion and a second to approve the rezoning request for the AR3-9 and AR10-34 on property owned by Kim Lipe at 38801 Highway 184. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you.
Um,
At this time, we'll close this public hearing.